Howdy, I'm Grey Pilgrim. Well, this is take two. The phone keeps ringing. I was looking at pistols tonight, and I came up with a realization that it was obvious, but I had not thought of it before. This is a 1912 Steyr Hahn. That means it's made by Steyr, and Hahn means hammer. That's because this is a hammer-fired pistol. And it was designed by committee. You can notice this pin up here in the front. This was taken from the Colt, I think it was 1907, which was one of the developmental pistols in the line that Colt used when he developed the 1911, or Browning used for the 1911. And the 1911 was a toggle lock system. It has this pivoting barrel that as it goes out of battery, the barrel toggles down. The way it works is it has one little pivot point at the front on this little loopy thingy. Well, in this design, it had two, one in the front, one in the back. And it would, the whole barrel would, in parallel, just toggle down and back up. Well, because of that, he had a bizarre way of taking it apart, which was you pull this pin out and then you pull the slide off. Well, I can't do that because this particular gun is very tight and it's very difficult to disassemble it. But something I noticed, when you cock it or when you disassemble it, one of the problems it has though is that the safety keeps coming off. I'll get that in a minute. But you see this trough here. There's a pin inside it and at the moment compressed recoil spring. That recoil spring is in the frame itself. You never take it out, even when you field strip it. It's just there. And that's just the way it works. Come on now. That's me with defective machines, you know. Though this is a very pretty gun, it doesn't quite work right. Let me, there, and there. That locks it in place. As I say, this was the standard issue of the Austro-Hungarian army in World War I. They had two factories making these, one in Vienna and the other in Budapest. If you have WN on the back of it, it means it was made in Wien or Vienna, which is the Austrian version. If it has BP, it means that it was made in Budapest and is the Hungarian one. The dual monarchy, that's what Austro-Hungary was kind of unique in that they had to have anything they had on one side, they had on the other. Because the Austrian emperor was also the king of Hungary. So he basically, it was called the dual monarchy, and he maintained two different courts. Well, anyway, this was, as I said, made by many people, including Karl Krinke. And Karl Krinke was the guy who designed the 1907 Rothsteyr, which was the cavalry pistol of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. And I should have brought it down so I could show you it. It does not have a hammer. It's a striker-fired pistol. Therefore, for this one, Steyr Hahn. For that one, Rothsteyr, because Roth was the financier who backed it. But in both cases, that recoil system was designed by Karl Krinke. Well, what's interesting is this is a Czechoslovakian CZ-38. This was the standard pistol of the Czechoslovakian army in World War II. It didn't last long because about the time this was approved and ready for use, the Nazis rolled in and basically took over Czechoslovakia, and all of these ended up getting shipped off to the Eastern Front to be used by Nazi troops over there. Well, what's interesting about it is the takedown on this one, which I can do. Let's see. Pretty weird, right? But the interesting part is the recoil spring is the same. Shades of Karl Krinke live on. And that makes sense because Karl Krinka was a Czech in the Austro-Hungarian Empire. You see, the Austro-Hungarian Empire had many, many different countries in it. And there was no Czechoslovakia, but there was the Czech kingdoms of Bohemia and Moravia, which were administered by Franz Joseph, who was the Austro-Hungarian emperor. He was a Habsburg. Anyway, royal families of Europe and all that, you know. There we go. Oh, that's right. I am such a klutz with some of these things. There. Anyway, CZ38. A clunky pistol with a weird takedown, and it does not fit the hand very well because it's just so boxy. But in a way, they also took that from the Steyr Hahn, a very boxy pistol. But it is a modern pistol and in design. And it's an interesting one. Anyway, just a little twist on history that I had not thought about or noticed was the design of that recoil spring, which I find interesting. Anyway, happy trails.